Our top focus at 9 p.m. today. The Congress party held its parliamentary party meeting today. Earlier, mother of Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, has hailed Rahul Gandhi's fearless leadership this election. She was elected the chief of the parliamentary party, the CPP. Rahul Gandhi will also continue as party president for now. Gandhi told the elected MPs today that they will have to be more aggressive than before, making it clear that the Congress party has yet again chosen perhaps family politics or the dominance of one particular family within the party once again. Here's the story. Take a look.
First, he offered to resign.
Congress President Rahul Gandhi, in his address to the CWC, offered his resignation as the party president. The CWC unanimously and with one voice rejected the same.
Then he spent days sulking. But Rahul has finally come out of hibernation, and he is asking his 52 Lok Sabha MPs to fight like large-hearted lions.
Pride of brave-hearted lions who will not give a walkover to the BJP, and that's what Rahul Gandhi mentioned in his tweet as well in his speech while addressing the 52 MPs in the central hall of the parliament after the MPs reposed their faith on Sonia Gandhi to become the leader of the Congress parliamentary party. Rahul Gandhi has emphasized on the fact that yes, we need self-introspection, but at the same time we will work with the opposition parties to some way or the other try to not let BJP do a walkover on every issue.
His mother is making sure that he is shielded from any criticism.
She wholeheartedly thanks Rahul for his valiant and relentless campaign. As Congress president, he has given all of us and toiled night and day for the Congress party. He demonstrated his fearless leadership by taking the Modi government head on.
Fearless and valiant is how Sonia described the campaign led by Rahul Gandhi in 2019. But was it really so? Reduced to 2 digits only for the second time ever, the party drew a blank in 18 states and union territories. Such was the anger in voters that even Rahul could not hold on to his seat in the Gandhi bastion of Amethi. But the Darbaris refused to set the house in order.
राहुल जी ने कहा कि हम आत्म विश्लेषण भी करेंगे, हमारी जो गलतियां हैं उन्हें दुरुस्त भी करेंगे, परंतु उन 52 के 52 साथियों से कहा कि आप संविधान के सिपाही हैं, आपकी जिम्मेवारी है देश के संविधान की रक्षा की और देश के हर आदमी की आवाज़ बनने की, बगैर किसी रंग भेद के, बगैर किसी क्षेत्रवाद के, बगैर किसी जात पात और धर्म के.
The poll loss has been forgotten and it is business as usual for the Parivar. The question remains, if top Congress generals can accept blame and resign, is Rahul above all accountability? Bureau Report, Times Now.
You're watching the Newshour Special Edition, Debate Number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us tonight on the news are Sudesh Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, also Shahzad Poonawala, lawyer, political analyst, and also one of the few leaders / political activists who left the Congress party during the tenure of Rahul Gandhi at the top. Abdul Razak Khan also joins us, political analyst from Bengaluru. Dr. Sumansi Raman, also a political analyst out of Chennai, and Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, joins us as well. Thank you all for being with us. Let me start, if I could, with Sumansi Raman. What we've been seeing in the past few days after the defeat of the Congress party, Sumant, we had Rahul Gandhi expressing his desire to resign as party president. We had news stories, a lot of ink being spent really on how Rahul Gandhi is going to be adamant on his choice of leaving. All that kind of went out of the window, didn't it? With Sonia Gandhi assuming charge of the CPP and then telling all the elected MPs, 52 in number, how Rahul Gandhi had taken on Mr. Modi alone and also extolling his leadership qualities. Are we to believe that this was just a ruse, as I've been calling it, an elaborate one at that? Because Rahul Gandhi isn't going anywhere by the looks of it.
No, I think the basic problem is that they can't find anybody else. That is a true fact. Outside the family, they just can't find anybody else. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi was already the Congress Parliamentary Party leader even from 2014. So therefore, that is basically to bring some level of stability to the Congress Parliamentary Party, that decision may have been taken. But the problem as far as the Congress President's post is concerned is that genuinely they are not able to identify somebody who is acceptable to all members of all leaders of the Congress party and the cadre across the country outside the family. So that is simply the problem. Now, I'm sure that we still don't know the last word on Rahul Gandhi's resignation, and we don't know what is actually going to happen. But increasingly,
isn't that the problem? I agree with you. They can't find anyone outside the first family. But my question was regarding the so-called hibernation. First he says I'll resign, then we say he's adamant on resigning. You can find somebody else to lead the party, but I am adamant that I will resign. Today we saw something else completely. Sonia Gandhi is now CPP chairperson, the leader of the CPP now, and she's telling her party MPs now that it was Rahul Gandhi who took Mr. Modi head on, and it's not his fault. If the chief of the Congress party cannot take responsibility of the defeat, consecutive defeats I might add, even though the first one was under his vice presidentship, then how exactly are his political rivals, let alone his own cadres, expected to take Mr. Rahul Gandhi's leadership and his commitment seriously? If he changes stances, goes into hibernation mode, then comes out again, it looks like as if he's not serious or standing by what he thinks or standing by what he says.
Let's look at what has happened and how other political leaders have reacted after defeats. Many political leaders have had similar 1 week, 2 week periods of hibernation where they simply don't meet anybody. They sort of re-strategize with their close aides and then decide on the way forward. We have seen this in several states. This is not the first state. It's extremely rare.
But they don't offer to resign half-heartedly, sir. That's my point.
The next day itself,
not
you have
all
a
of
press
them. I
conference.
agree with you. People go into hibernation all the time.
So I think you have to give him some time.
No, leaders have gone into hibernation all the time. I agree with you. But they don't offer to resign half-heartedly, sir, and then completely change it a couple of days later. Shehzad Poonawala wants to come in, then Sudesh Verma. Go ahead, Siddharth.
Athar, you said that they cannot find anybody outside the first family. My question to you is, were they even interested in looking for anybody outside the first family? I can tell you that offhand, Amrinder Singh, Shashi Tharoor and a whole range of Congress leaders are competent enough to lead the party. The party will not face an apocalypse. There will be no doomsday. But the problem is that the party is no longer a party. It is a parivar that has become the party. It is a feudal system, it is a Kabile wali party, and therefore the only way it can function is
appointed. You'd be the first person.
Can I please complete, Suman? I did not interrupt you. Please let me complete. Mr. Suman, let me complete. Athar, this is not the way to debate. Ask him to let me complete.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I did not interrupt him. The problem is that you have this elaborate drama being done over and over again. It was done in 2014. The CWC then appealed to the party leaders, to the family, and then the family took over, and the family continued in the position of power. And this way they avoid any kind of accountability or allowing performance to be set as a
no interruptions,
parameter.
please. I'll come to you, Mr. Khan. Let him finish his point, please.
Why should the opposition
No, Mr. Khan, please wait for your turn, sir. I'll come to you. Let the man finish his point. That's only fair. Go ahead, Shehzad. Finish your point.
But my question is, why should
no, you can wait for your question. I'm coming to you, Mr. Khan. Why are you so?
How could somebody call it a drama?
Why are you so restless, Mr. Khan? I'll come to you.
And why will somebody?
No, but why are you so restless? We have a 1 hour debate. Why are you so restless? Please wait for your turn, sir. Let your fellow panelist say his piece. I'll come to you. You'll get equal time, sir. Go ahead, Shehzad. Please finish.
Athar, you are one of the most unbiased debater, TV anchors who gives everybody time. I don't know why there is a need for anybody to interrupt anybody. Anyway, let me tell them. Yeah, the point is only this, Athar, that the Congress, forget what happens in BJP or any other party, the Congress really needed this opportunity to put in place a system by which we could have a transparent, fair, accountable and performance-oriented leadership choosing mechanism. Rahul Gandhi, by doing this sulking drama over the last few days and now saying that I will fight this fight, but the people of India don't want you to fight this fight. If they thought you were competent enough, they would give you 55 seats and make you leader of opposition. The people of India don't even think Rahul Gandhi is worthy of being leader of opposition.
All right.
So
now,
for
okay.
heaven's
now,
sake,
give me a second,
can
now,
the mother
please.
and the son spare the
okay,
party?
Now you said
it's
your
not
piece.
a family-run
you said
business.
Your piece, sir. Now I want to go to Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan, you can come in now and you can rebut Shahzad. You will get equal time. Go ahead, sir.
First of all, my question is, why should the opposition be worried about what happens within the Congress party? Now, either he resigns or doesn't resign. What is it for BJP to question Rahul Gandhi? Like, why isn't he resigning? I would like to question them. In 1984, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji lost to Madhavrao Scindia the Gwalior seat. Did he resign then? No. He continued as the party president till 1986. So my question is, why is everybody so deliberately asking that Rahul Gandhi should resign? No, he will not resign. I can give you many other instances. You talk about Winston Churchill, who led, to the victory after World War. He lost elections in 45. He did not resign. But 56, he came back the Prime Minister. So there are many, instances
okay.
or
so
explanations or examples that could be given. My
Mr.
theme
Khan,
is,
can I ask you a
let
question?
him continue. The real challenges in front of the country are what the BJP has to be focusing now. Whereas the farmers, the economy
Mr. Khan,
of the
can I ask
country,
you a
the
counter question
industrial
before
growth,
I let
GDP.
Sudesh answer that? Can I ask you a counter question, sir, respectfully? All these examples you gave,
yes, Atul.
yeah,
yes,
all
Atul.
these examples you gave are grounded in fact. I understand, I agree. But the fact and the question I'm trying to portray here right now, if there is absolutely no need, and one can argue there is no need for Mr. Rahul Gandhi to resign. Why then go through this elaborate, I don't want to call it drama, I'm not as uncharitable as some of my other colleagues as well, but why go through this rigmarole of offering to resign, then saying I'm adamant in resigning, please find my replacement, and then all of a sudden 2-3 days later, when Sonia Gandhi, who is now the CPP leader, says that Rahul Gandhi, in her words, and I quote now, she said today that as Congress President, Rahul Gandhi has given his all and toiled day and night for the Congress party. He demonstrated fearless leadership by taking the Modi government head on, and words to that effect. How come all is forgotten, all is forgiven, and Rahul Gandhi comes back into the field as the big general he's supposed to be? Isn't this rigmarole, and I keep saying the word rigmarole, not drama, not charade, isn't this a bit too much to take? Why this entire elaborate ruse, if I may call it that?
Firstly, after election 2019 was not fought on basic issues of the country. The minds of the people were rigged. The vote was for Hindutva, not for the basic issues. As in an election, you talk about the dignified life of an armed army, but it was all focused on nationalism and Hindutva. That was
to the
where
fact
the
that
BJP
Mr. Gandhi
managed
offered
to
to resign,
yes,
then
we
we were told he's adamant, now all of a sudden all is forgiven, all is forgotten. I'm restricting my question to that itself.
He has tendered his resignation as a moral responsibility because he lost an election.
Okay, fair enough. Mr. Sudesh Sharma, examples given in this debate today have pointed to BJP leaders, world leaders even, who did not resign. And even in your party, sir, people did not have to resign. One goes through victory and defeat in political life. It's not a big deal for most leaders. Why should it be mandatory for Rahul Gandhi to vacate the post of president after just one defeat, one general election defeat under his presidentship?
Athar, you see, we would not be bothered about happenings in the Congress if we were not talking about democracy. How the Congress runs its party is the Congress responsibility, not ours. We speak only in the context so far as democracy is concerned. The flicker of hope that was seen by hundreds and thousands of people that this party would graduate from a family-based party to a more democratic party has been lost now. After Rahul Gandhi's change of attitude, the way mother praised the son, the way son was talking about BJP, it's not the time to talk about the BJP. You have to set your own house in order. And we do comment about what is happening in the party. Congress does comment about what is happening in the BJP. We do comment about what is happening in other parties. This is what democracy is all about. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, after successive defeats, not one defeat, have always been rewarded. And how do you
But Mr.
explain
Verma,
that?
are you forgetting
Just
three state
because
elections
it
where
has
they
to stay in
won
the family,
with his
then
leadership?
you
Is
create
that not
that.
also unfair?
And
They
we-
won Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan under his leadership.
It's
You
just
can't
that.
discount that.
It's just that. But imagine when he became vice president, he had lost successive losses under his leadership. So unless you change, because you have to bring new energy. And that is how it happens. If you
No,
keep
but Mr.
everything
Verma, you
in
haven't
the
answered
family,
my question,
then
sir.
no new energy will be there. No new thinking will be there.
If the 2014 laws...
No, it's fine if they don't
Can
want
I
to.
make a
That is
point?
fine.
Mr. Verma, if the...
Our
one
stand
second,
will
sir. Allow me
continue
to
that
moderate.
Congress believes in dynasty.
One second. Mr. Verma, here's the question. If the 2014
Please.
loss of the Congress party was pegged at the door of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, some might say unfairly so because he wasn't in total control of the party, and the 2019 loss is also being blamed on him, why doesn't it go the other way? If they won Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, those are extremely successful campaigns that he led. And he campaigned aggressively. Why different yardsticks for that?
Athar, okay, let me answer. Athar, irrespective of victory or defeat, we are not hinging because he has lost, he should resign. We are more bothered about whether a party that was a vehicle for India's independence movement can change itself, can resurrect itself as a democratic party.
Okay,
When
and
the door
you
was
feel it
open
can't under
to
Rahul
the
Gandhi's
common
leadership.
man, you
All
see,
right.
Sajjad is sitting there. He wanted to contest.
Okay.
He was not allowed to contest.
Okay. Now, one second. Ashutosh Mishra hasn't spoken. I'll come to you, Shahzad. Give me a second. I just want to rattle off some... one second. Some statistics for Mr. Mishra. I'll come back to you, Shahzad. Give me a second here. Mr. Mishra, the fact is, many people believe the 2019 result was far worse for the Congress party than 2014. And what are the indicators? The victory margins of the party declined. In the 52 seats won by the Congress party in this election, the median margin of victory was 8.6%, 5 percentage points lower than the 13.6 way back in 2014. Also, the Congress strike rate in those seats where they were in direct competition with the BJP also, in fact, went down. The strike rate came down considerably. Also, Congress was in competing position in fewer seats nationally. This is also a fact, sir. And it failed to open an account in 16 states, sir. 16 states and union territories, including Andhra, Lakshadweep, Delhi, Daman, Diu, Dadra, Nagar Haveli, Chandigarh, Uttarakhand, Tripura, Sikkim, Rajasthan, Nagaland, Manipur, Himachal, Haryana, Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh. Now, these are not flattering numbers for anyone. I'm not singling out Mr. Rahul Gandhi or his leadership here. I'm in no position to do so. But these are facts, these are stats. If there are calls for Mr. Gandhi to step down, why should the Congress party hitch their wagon onto only one family, thereby giving the indication that the party has a serious lack of confidence in its other leaders? There is practically no second rung there.
Athar, at the cost of sounding repetitive, the 2019 elections weren't about normal elections. I mean, even the Prime Minister of India, who sort of was talking about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, suddenly started talking about Pulwama terror attack, about the threat from Pakistan, and even we had that drama of the anti-satellite missile being used. So that apart, I mean, this was these are the reasons why BJP won, and then ultimately they even had to use Pragya Singh Thakur. So those apart. Now coming to your second question about why Rahul Gandhi had took back his resignation. Now the problem here is that we have sort of become accustomed to senior leaders being sent to the Mukh Darshan Mandal, where they sit quietly. Here a senior leader, in this case Sonia Gandhi, came back and told Rahul Gandhi, look fellow, you have done well. In fact, as you were pointing out yourself, Athar, that you have done well in these states, in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and you have given Mr. Modi a run for his money whenever it was Modi versus Rahul. So why take this loss, which has happened not because, I mean, now we know that
Mishra,
all along the talks about farmers' distress, joblessness were true.
Mr. Mishra, with all due respect,
that's the point.
I disagree in the point.
And when you are the best person to lead the...
With all due respect, sir, when you say...
When you are the best person
allow me, please.
Which BJP is trying to run you down because they are afraid that
Can I give a rebuttal?
No, one second,
Just let me
please. Allow me,
complete this
gentlemen.
sentence.
I just want to make one small intervention here. Mr. Mishra, Mr. Mishra, one second, please. Allow me, sir. With all due respect to you, Mr. Mishra, one point that I want to make, in fact, a couple of points I want to make. One is, when you see a senior leader like Sonia Gandhi came back and took charge and said, look, young fellow, you did well, etc., etc., doesn't that give out the exact wrong message the Congress party wants to portray right now? In this era, like it or not, this was a presidential style election. The last one was as well. In this era of presidential style elections where you have to match up to the opposing leader, not just in stature but on all indicators, on all accounts, when Sonia Gandhi comes back into the limelight and says that I will be CPP chairperson, Rahul Gandhi will not be, effectively giving her the leeway really to nominate a leader of the party in both houses, that not only protects Rahul Gandhi and as far as political wherewithal is concerned, but also gives out the message that Rahul Gandhi was just not up to the mark when it comes to face off against the Prime Minister, the stature of the Prime Minister, almost always win 9 times out of 10. Isn't that the exact wrong kind of message that a Congress party would want to send out?
I think we
are
sort of
Mr. Mishra first.
For the tree. Even DMK has spoken about the leadership quality of Rahul Gandhi. They have said in Rahul Gandhi they see a leader of future who could be of the stature of Indira Gandhi or even Jawaharlal Nehru.
Okay.
So that's what BJP is afraid of. That this time Pulwama saved them, but the next time what DMK is saying.
Then why is Rahul Gandhi the CPP leader then? Very quickly, Mr. Suman Siraman, then Shehzad, and then Sudesh. Mr. Suman Siraman,
can I make
Mr.
a point,
Raman,
please?
Mr. Raman.
Yeah, please. 1 minute.
Can I just come in for
Atar,
10
there is only one question that the Congress party needs to answer. That is the bottom line. Who offers the best chance of reviving this party? If it is somebody else, choose somebody else. If it still happens to be Rahul Gandhi, then they will have to go with Rahul Gandhi. That's the bottom line. Whatever may have happened has happened. But today you are at a particular position. Who gives you the best chance? Which leader gives you the best opportunity for reviving this party?
Okay.
If you have somebody in your ranks, then you try to make him acceptable to everyone. If you
that
don't,
oversimplistic,
and Rahul Gandhi is
before
still your best bet, then you have to go with him.
I just want to ask you one question.
And the fact that a lot of pro-BJP media seems keen on Rahul Gandhi stepping down seems to lend credence to the fact that that the BJP may not be keen on him continuing.
Don't you agree and admit at least that family fatigue is a real thing in Indian politics these days? This will reinforce the notion that the Congress party is working only for one particular family.
That is one of the factors that they have to factor in, Atar, when they take a call. Who gives the Congress party? This is a very simple equation. There are 6 or 7
Is it oversimplistic is my question. Anyway, Shehzad Poonawala, respond to this. At the end of the day,
it's a decision that can be taken in a
one
couple
second.
of hours. Who gives
Here's
the
what
best
Mr. Raman is trying to say. Here's what Mr. Raman is trying to say. That at the end of the day, Shehzad, we have to believe in real politics. Every party does that. And even if it sounds like, Shehzad, listen to my question, sir, please. Even if it sounds or looks like that the party is trying to serve the purpose of only one family, they have to look at real hard facts. If in this day and age, given the circumstances, it's a member of the Nehru Gandhi family that can hold the party together, perhaps even revive it, they have no other option.
Give me 20 seconds, I'll address this question along with 2 other points.
Sure.
First point, you said Rahul Gandhi should be given credit for the last 3 state elections that he won. I would give Rahul Gandhi full credit had he repeated the same performance in the 3 state governments in the Lok Sabha elections, but in fact Rajasthan clean sweep for BJP, Madhya Pradesh except for 1 seat they lost everything, and even in Chhattisgarh they have lost. So the point is, it was not Rahul that got them the victory, it was the local BJP that lost there and the local Congress that won there. Second point, see the way Ashutosh Mishra and this Abdur Rahman, they are saying Hindu mines have been rigged, Pulwama happened. They are blaming all factors other than Rahul's leadership, as if they are the mother of Rahul Gandhi. And Suman Siraman, for heaven's sake, there is no choice in the party. The family imposes itself. Please have a free and fair election amongst the real party workers. You will come to know what is the view of the party. The party has been hijacked by a family, and then they make it seem the psychopaths and people of different families that they are the only ones that can solve the problem.
I can't understand what you're saying. One at a time.
Can I complete my point? Athar, see, they don't let me complete.
No. 1 second. Complete your point, please.
Let me just complete. Yeah. Athar, the family has appointed all its sycophants in CWC and all the important positions: district president, block president, state president. Naturally, they will all say that family is everything for the party, otherwise the party will disintegrate. If there were genuine choice and genuine elections in the party, you will find hundreds of capable leaders, more capable than Rahul Gandhi at any given point of time. But the problem is there is never a choice in the party. It's the hijacking of the party for the family interest.
All right.
Suman Sinaman, you've not been in Congress.
Point
I have.
Taken. I'll go to rebuttals now.
Allow internal elections.
Point taken. I'll go to rebuttals now. Before I go, Abdul Razak Khan first, then Sudesh Verma, then Mr. Raman, then Mishra, then Ashutosh Mishra. Please hold that order. Hold that order. Abdul Razak Khan first.
The point, the counter to that is there is nothing that prevents people from getting together and voting out the family. Right? Now, it's not being done. You have to ask them why.
Where do we vote?
Okay, Mr. Razak Khan wants to come in, please.
They were voted out from Amethi.
Mr. Razak Khan, I'll come to Amethi in a bit. I'll come to Amethi in a bit. Mr. Razak Khan, respond to Shahzad Poonawala's criticism.
Democratic parties having
please, let's go by order. Let's go by order, gentlemen. Mr. Khan, Mr. Khan.
Democratic parties carrying out democratic
Mr. Khan.
BJP lost 2004, later BJP lost 2009. Nobody from Congress talked about BJP or anything like drama or whatever. It was an internal affair of the BJP. Later they had a strategy, they brought in Mr. Modi, they won 2014, they won 2019. Hats off to them, and we concede our defeat. Now it is time for us to introspect and come out and revive the party. We will definitely do it. But the real challenges that the country is facing needs to be addressed. Instead of BJP being concerned about whether Rahul Gandhi will resign or not, the BJP should be concerned about the basic issues the country is facing today. Unemployment is at 45-year high. Rupee is sinking every day. I mean, what steps is the government taking to all these issues that have been pending since 2014? Why shouldn't we talk about Pulwama? It was because of Pulwama attack that the BJP was able to rig the minds of the people of this country and take this mandate away.
Okay, one second now. Let me go back to what's happening within the Congress party, and I would like to ask Mr. Mishra this.
Sir,
Mr.
it
Mishra,
is not the leader. People of the country will raise the issues.
Sir, allow me.
If these issues are not addressed in the near future, people of the country will raise these issues.
He's not a leader.
Oh, that could be your personal opinion, Shahzad, but let's not get caught up in our personal.
Defeat is a part of electoral process.
No, please.
Even Vajpayee lost Gwalior.
I've taken your point,
Only 2 seats went inside parliament.
Sir, I've taken your point. I just want to quickly point out to our viewers and to our panelists as well. This is what happened after the poll debacle, as many are calling it, for the Congress party. Niranjan Patnaik, president of the Odisha Congress, offered to resign. Raj Babbar, president of the UP Congress, offered to resign. H.K. Patil, president of the Karnataka Congress campaign panel, offered to resign. Yogendra Mishra, chief of the Amethi district, offered to resign. Ajoy Kumar, Jharkhand Congress chief, resigned. Sunil Jakad, Punjab Congress chief, resigned. Ashok Chavan, resigned. Lalchand Kataria, resigned. Ripun Bora, resigned. If all these resignations, I think some of them have been accepted, some of them have not been accepted. If all of these leaders are ready to shoulder the blame, why is there so much reluctance at the top, Mr. Mishra? That is why people like Shahzad today and the political opponents of Mr. Gandhi and the Congress party say there is no internal democracy within the Congress party. You have good leaders, capable leaders who can run the party, but it's because of this allegiance, this psychopathy for the first family that the Congress party is shooting itself in the foot over and over again. Respond to that, Mr. Mishra.
So, but before that, before answering your question, I would like to remind Shahzad Poonawala that even Narendra Modi was asking for vote in the name of Pulwama martyrs.
That's fine. That's a separate issue.
I think he has forgotten that.
It's a separate issue.
Coming back to Congress, yeah, no, because he was talking about Hindu mind rigging and all,
okay,
so
fine.
he should, just to refresh his memory. coming back to Congress, as I said earlier also, that Rahul Gandhi also had resigned. And now if a senior person comes to, and it's very obvious that Rahul Gandhi at the moment is seen as the main threat by BJP. So they are trying to create an impression
I think Mr. Verma would disagree, but he would say that Mr. Verma would say that Rahul Gandhi is the biggest boon that the BJP ever got.
Because BJP itself, the BJP itself, if you see, there is a lack of talent even in BJP. First, Amit Shah's term was extended till the polls. Now there is buzz that he wants to continue as the party president till Maharashtra elections. So every party has the right to let the best man that he thinks that the party thinks will be able to take it to lead it in the port to be the leader. In this case, Rahul Gandhi, ever since he has taken over as the president, has shown that he can sort of create that enthusiasm among the younger voters. This is why he has been asked by his seniors to continue. And talking about dynasty, dynasty is a bogey. Dynasty is a bogey.
Mr. Verma, do you really believe that?
Because that's what I'm saying. The dynasty is a bogey being created by BJP.
Mr. Verma, one second. Sudesh Verma, look at the list of people who quit the Congress party during Rahul Gandhi's tenure as either vice president or president. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, who's now a BJP minister in the UP Adityanath government, she went on to say Rahul is not acceptable to the people of the country, is unwilling to listen to the people in the party. Clearly not the first time somebody has said that. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, who's now a very important cog in the BJP machinery in the Northeast, has said he drove senior leaders like me out of the party. Mr. Sarma also took 9 other Congress leaders with him in September 2015 after meeting Rahul Gandhi. As per Mr. Sarma, who accused Mr. Rahul Gandhi of arrogance and said that if you meet him, it's a master-servant relationship. Do you think, Mr. Verma, that this is something the Congress party refuses to accept at their own peril?
Arrogance is the USP of dynasty. This dynasty is full of arrogance and so many leaders have left because of that. I'm really surprised, the way Asutosh was trying to give the narrative. You see, are we already into this campaigning mode for 2024? That you are still harping on the same issues? You are saying that we hijacked the mind of Hindus because of Pulwama? Are you saying that Muslims did not like Pulwama? Are you saying that Muslims are not patriotic? Don't try to bring this narrative. People have voted on this narrative and you know which side they are. Don't try to divide this country. If you want to start the campaign for 2024, we are ready for that. We are ready for that. And when we are saying about dynasty, people have failed to understand that this modern age, 65% youth, they are not feudal. They are out of feudal system. They want democracy to prevail. They are opposed to one family rule. They want things to be open for them. Can the Congress respond to this call? That is the issue. If Dynasty wants to run this party, let them run. It's good for us.
Okay.
We welcome Rahul Gandhi ji. It's good for us.
All right. Fair enough.
We are not bothered.
Fair enough. Mr. Raman wants to come in very quickly.
Whether they want to
very quickly, Mr. Raman wants to come in.
Yeah, one quick point, Athar.
Yes.
Athar, two quick points. One, I entirely agree with your observation that they need to change their style of functioning. This so-called, the high command, everybody going there and waiting for weeks for appointments and not getting it, and some of them waiting 5 days, 6 days, all of that has to change. And the second, very importantly, I'll just give you a little example. In the Northeast, where the BJP has made such a big, impression in the last 2 years, apparently the then Congress in charge of some of the Northeastern states had not visited the Northeastern states in the previous 1 year. Whereas the BJP president, Mr. Amit Shah himself, had made dozens of trips there. I think that the work culture also needs to change. So it's not just a question of what Rahul Gandhi does, it's also a question of what those down the line do. But certainly the culture and the way they're going about things needs to change.
Okay, fair enough. Again, adding to that, before I go back to Shehzad, Mr. Raza Khan, I would like you to respond. One second. Mr. Raza Khan, I would like you to answer one particular diagnosis, you want to call it that or whatever. I mentioned Hemanta Biswa Sarma, who's very important now in the BJP. He's been given, he was former Assam Health Minister. He's been given many other charges there. And many people believed he was the one person who could have turned around the Congress's fortunes in Assam had he been allowed to do so. His smoldering analysis, if I can use that word, was, and this is just before or just right after he left the Congress party, he had said, and I quote him now, I've already mentioned, Mr. Khan, the servant-master relationship argument that he gave. He said, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is very arrogant. When you go to see him, it's a master-servant relationship which is disgusting. He also says that as I was trying to finish my presentation, this is when he was still in the Congress party, as I was trying to finish my presentation after seeing Rahul Gandhi, a little dog walked in, started eating biscuits from the plate meant for guests. Mr. Rahul Gandhi turned and started playing with the dog instead of listening to us. After I came out, I told Gogoi, which is of course Mr. Tarun Gogoi, that it would be impossible for me to continue in the Congress. His diagnosis was either he has to change, and I'm quoting him right now from an interview, a television interview in 2016. He says, either he has to change or the Congress party has to change him. Do you see that happening?
Athar, see, if in a party, you know, there might be some people who are deliberately wanting to go outside the party, and once they are out of the party, they will definitely speak against the party. Someone like Shehzad Poonawala, a best example for you. I would say arrogance is what Nitish Kumar was explaining yesterday, that, you know, we don't want to go ahead with the alliance. I mean, we want to be in the alliance, but we are not happy with the masters like Amit Shah and Modi ji who are showing arrogance. That, according to me, is arrogance. Now, within Congress party, it is not because of arrogance that we have lost this election. Earlier, Ashutosh Mishra ji and even I, you know, we said the reason for losing this election is only one, that the BJP was able to consolidate on the Hindutva branding. Somewhere, somehow, the party has missed that Hindutva branding. Everything will be considered after the introspection.
Okay.
It is
so
just
you're
about
saying
a
that
week
the Congress
now.
leadership did not have any hand in this. All right.
Are you aware of this?
Okay. All right.
Like
Sudesh Verma.
Are you aware of this? That there are many seats dominated by minority community that we have won. You must know this before giving this narrative. This is the whole country that supported. Don't try to
talk about
club this as a Hindutva or a polarization.
Please,
this
at
will not
least
hold.
after 2019, change your
Hold on.
mindset.
Coming to you, Shehzad. Coming to you.
This will not hold.
Muslims.
You are
Talk
trying to
about
give a different
Indians of the
color to the
country.
narrative.
Okay, all right.
People have given a
Now, one
different
second.
narrative. We are not ready to
One second.
listen.
I've got 4 minutes left
Because
on
of
the
your own
show.
arrogance.
I've got about 4
And
minutes left on the show. I'm going to
desperation
try and
to defend
squeeze
Rahul
everyone
Gandhi.
in.
Let me make an important
Starting
point.
with Shehzad. Let's keep it to a minute each. Closing comments. Starting with Shehzad Poonawala. Let's keep it to a minute, Shehzad.
I hope nobody will interrupt me though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's see. 2014 when the Congress lost the elections, there was an Antony committee report. The leadership then, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, was supposed to implement the Antony committee report. Can you tell me what happened about the implementation of that report? And if it's not been implemented, then who's responsible for that? Point number one. Point number two, people are saying that it's not Rahul Gandhi, but the people around him who are responsible for his debacle. They don't work hard enough, they are jokers, they are this, they are that. So if the team around him is bad, who's responsible for that team? He. Third, they are saying people like Hemanta Biswa Sarma and I, we go and badmouth Rahul Gandhi. Chalo, forget Shehzad Poonawala. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, by any parameter, is an asset, political asset. He's gone to the BJP and contributed so much. Even if he had a habit of bad-mouthing, wasn't it the responsibility of Rahul Gandhi to make sure that this man should be left in the party so that he can contribute to the party? That is the skill of leadership.
Okay.
What is Amit Shah doing? He is making the best use out of Hemanta Biswa Sarma.
All right. Point taken. Sudesh Verma, very quickly. I'm running short on time now. Last word.
We are very confident that this dynasty politics in the Congress will not change. Good for us that we will get that USP, that campaign against the Congress will continue because we want democracy to prevail in every party.
All right, something's got to give. Well, Mr. Razak Khan, something's got to give. Introspection and Chintan and all those things are very good. But unless Mr. Rahul Gandhi changes, in the words of Mr. Biswa Sarma, or the Congress changes him, do you see this equation changing?
Definitely yes, Athar. Even the people sitting there as High Command do go ahead and listen to the voices. What are the voices coming out of all the states? And there will be a decision taken. For now, his continuance as the president of the party is most important to keep the flock together. In the days to come, whatever changes needs to be done, definitely they will do it, because it is the question of the sustenance of the party.
Okay, survival I believe. Last word to Mr. Raman. Mr. Raman, I'm completely out of time. Very quickly, sir. Do you see a major strategic shift from the party away from the family? I beg your pardon?
That he will be persuaded to stay on.
Yeah.
So one thing, Athar, we should remember
that's the feeling that I get increasingly from all the state units
are turncoats who are bad-mouthing the Gandhis, and they're being used by Congress to run him down. That's one very important thing. BJP, which talks about being a party of principles, is taking deserters left, right and center. So what are we talking about? They are adopting everyone from Congress and TMC. And what Hemant Biswa Sharma has done in Assam,
it's called breaking new ground. It's real politics.
If his plan was rejected by
politics
Congress,
has changed, Mr. Mishra. Politics, it might not be going in the right direction, but it's changed, and that's the reality the Congress party or any political leader who's worth his or her salt and wants to survive in this era of presidential-style politics needs to understand. I thank you all for your participation tonight on the Newshour. Shahzad Poonawala, Sudesh Verma, Mr. Sumansi Raman, Ashutosh Mishra, as well as Abdul Razak Khan. I'm completely out of time on this one, but before we leave, we'll tell you, while Prime Minister Modi might have won the battle of the ballot, Times Internet, India's largest digital products company, also won the battle online. Platforms owned by Times Internet won the popular mandate from users on counting day. Times Internet clocked a whopping 133 million users, spent over 3.7 billion minutes on its platforms on election results day. Times Internet also recorded 2 billion page views, no mean feat there, 47 million video views and a video playtime of 82 minutes. It raced past rivals by every measure, underscoring its leadership as the owner of India's largest and most popular internet platform.
Times Internet wins the online battle, while Prime Minister Modi won the battle of the ballots. Times Internet, India's largest digital products company, won the battle online. Platforms owned by Times Internet won the popular mandate from users on counting day. It clocked a whopping 133 million users who spent over 3.7 billion minutes on its platforms on election results day. So what did Times Internet do differently on counting day?
We had a lot of properties to explain election. We started a program called Kiski Sarkar. We had a meter for Modi, and finally we had all the facts checked through our fact check press.
Times Internet also recorded 2 billion page views, 47 million video views, and a video playtime of 82 million minutes. It raced past rivals by every measure, underscoring its leadership as the owner of India's largest and most popular internet platforms.